Hello, yes, Minichats. We're back for another episode. More football to get to. How's your week, man?
My week's been decent, man.
Yeah.
Not up to much. Yourself?
Yeah, no, it's cool, man. Yeah, just another going through the motions, like another Champions League week. Not a great week for Liverpool, to be honest. Not a great last 7 days. But still, personally, good week for me in my life. You know what I'm saying? I'm always good, so yeah. But yeah, man. We start with Arsenal 2, West Ham 0. Yesterday's result moves Arsenal to the top of the table. So as we said last week, the race is on. It's well and truly on. But yeah, man, take us through that. Like from starting with the lineup and how. Would you mind just going through Arsenal's lineup as well? Because I didn't actually.
Okay, so we had Raya in goal. Back for the usual back four, which was Timber, Calafiori, Gabriel, Saliba.
Okay.
Midfield was Declan Rice holding, Odegaard and Eze as the two.
Oh yeah,
the two in front of him.
Kind of.
And then Trossard, Gyökeres and Saka front three.
Okay.
So initial reaction to the lineup was, he's gone Odegaard, Eze, and I imagine a lot of Arsenal fans were probably getting excited from that.
Yeah.
I was a bit cautious because even though in previous eps I have sort of endorsed that pairing in the past, but more in terms of if we're chasing a game, I did state that. I picked my words really carefully when I was stating that and just said,
sorry, let me quickly. So you feel like with Odegaard and Eze, that can only be the case kind of off the bench. Like, let's say, it can't start. Like, the system can't really start with them, to basically what you're saying? Or?
I mean, not necessarily on the bench, but if Eze they can start together, but Eze might be on the left wing, for example.
Exactly. So them two in cam would be like an adjustment, mid-game adjustment.
A mid-game adjustment. You might bring a Trossard or Martinelli on. If we're like chasing a game, like in that scenario, or we need a goal.
Yeah.
Bring Eze into midfield, a forward on Martinelli, Trossard, and then, you've got those two in the middle sort of pulling strings. But from the start of the game, I think just the balance needs to be right in terms of just gaining control of the game.
Yeah.
And even though Odegaard can be...
80, kind of.
Yeah, he can be influential in most of the thirds of the pitch.
Yeah.
I still think ultimately, he's still better with someone that's more focused on that. So I think... ideally Zubimendi would start usually. But, it was a nod to Arteta. It was like, do you know what? Okay, that's brave. And I don't know if maybe the accusations of him being defensive has played into his mind a bit now.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's maybe, trying to prove a point with it. But the reason I wasn't so sure about it is because in the past we've tried that dynamic with the likes of Vieira and Odegaard. And I remember I felt like that's kind of when our league title crumbled in 2023 when we tried to use them as a pairing in midfield, like two number 10s types, two creative players. And then I think sometimes when we tried to do it with Odegaard and Smith Rowe, it hasn't quite worked properly. I think, we started the game a bit slow. And there were times when West Ham actually had a lot of the ball in, that opening half an hour.
Okay.
Or maybe opening 20 minutes maybe. So it was like, I don't know if this is going to go the same way as the other ones have gone. And then, obviously Odegaard gets an injury.
Yeah.
And it's really annoying, to be honest, because...
he's a bit like glass, like he's a bit made out of glassy a little bit. Like he's very injury prone, to be honest.
I wouldn't say that yet, because these are very recent issues. But it is becoming a bit of a concern.
Yeah, for sure, it's becoming a concern.
Yeah, but it's more the fact that so many players are going down with injuries now. A lot of the core that have been sort of in these title races for the last few years are the ones that are getting these constant injuries. Where it's making me think there's more to it. Maybe they've just been overused in that period of time. or
Yeah, potentially.
yeah, like
Yeah, depends how. Yeah, I think most of it comes down to how they're used because with Klopp, this was like a constant like issue with Liverpool was keeping players fit in injury, and a lot of it came down to how intense I think our style of play was.
yeah.
So I don't know if it's a similar thing with Arteta.
Yeah, I think that
usual suspects though as well, like Havertz,
yeah,
Odegaard at this point, to be honest.
yeah.
Like I don't want to say Saka yet, but when he got that knock early in the season, it's just like after last, there does seem to be usual suspects.
Yeah,
who
like
always get injured.
yeah, it's been a thing. So, you know, I think it might come down to them being overused. They've put so much in the past few years
Yeah,
that.
they have.
But thankfully now we are in a good position where even when it's looking like a risk, it's like we'll just take him off and we can bring a high level of quality on the pitch these days, which is really nice. It's a nice feeling.
Yeah.
So when Zubimendi came on, I feel like the balance was restored a bit. Zubimendi obviously goes into the number 6 role, and then Declan Rice goes a bit further forward. And I think that just worked better. One thing I do think with the number 10 situation though is one thing that I do think is holding it back a tiny bit is that if you want to try that, I think Odegaard and Eze have to be on their stronger foot sides. So Odegaard always being RCM as a left footer, and then Eze being LCM. I think it closes the
so
pit.
they can cut in a little bit.
Yeah, but there's too many players cutting in. So like Eze and Odegaard are cutting in as interiors, and then you've got the wingers Saka and Trossard that are both looking to cut, and the pitch is too narrow. And like Calafiori and Timber aren't really providing the width like that. Like there'll be times when Calafiori's inside a bit too often, like almost kind of in the Zinchenko-ish role, but he's not got the same Zinchenko influence on the ball. And then Timber's more like inside as well. Sometimes he'll make the overlap, but the pitch isn't wide enough. So I think if you like maybe Odegaard and Eze, if you try and switch them and get them on their stronger foot sides, that will open the pitch up a bit more. Maybe the 10 dynamic will work, because even when City were doing that, I remember I used to always think of David Silva as a right-sided player. You know, like he was very drawn to the right. So then when he played LCM, I was quite surprised. I was like, oh, that's a big change. But like they really widened the pitch, because you had even the wingers were on their strong side, Sané and Sterling. Like, so the pitch was really wide, and then the 10s had so much space to manoeuvre. In our scenario, the pitch was very close, so you're asking Odegaard and Eze to like make things work in very, very tight situations. And I think it was difficult in that first 20 minutes. But then when Zubimendi came off, you get Declan Rice on, who can just kind of stretch the game a bit by his long busting runs and stuff. I think it just made us a bit better and far more balanced. So, yeah, I think it's the two things. If you want to use the 2 10s, try get them on their stronger foot. If not, just go with a regular midfield, you know, because I think we're better with just more control. So yeah, that was
so when you say they're stronger foot though, so obviously Odegaard's left-footed, and Eze's right.
Yeah.
So you mean Odegaard right attack mid? Or?
That's where he's been playing.
So that means he would slightly cut in.
He's always cutting in.
So you were saying though, so it's too much cutting in with them two cutting in and the wingers.
Yeah, so the pitch is too compact. Like,
you'd rather Odegaard on the left attack mid, you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
If they're playing together,
that makes a lot of sense.
If not, maybe the wingers then can, because then if the wingers are like far away, even though, don't get me wrong, Saka even at right wing does start out very wide. Yeah. So does Trossard. Ultimately, they're still looking to come in, and even if they do receive the ball, they're still coming into it. And then Odegaard will still go on the outside, but then when he gets the ball out there, he's coming in like...
It makes a lot of sense, because like when there's like a few more steps to do, you know what I'm saying? Then defenders can, when you're already on your side, very naturally can you one touch pass. Direct, like do things very directly, which now Now I understand the context of what you're saying. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. Yeah, definitely too much cutting in as well.
Too much, like, all around.
System, yeah.
And then even your fullbacks are like, even though they're the only sort of wide players that are on their strong foot sides, even they're being asked to be inverted a lot during the game. So I think the pitch was just so tight and narrow. Like
Timber normally keeps a width,
a tiny bit, but unlike Ben White,
Curry comes in a lot.
But unlike Ben White, Timber's not constantly like, and that's the trade-off. Like Timber's so great defensively that we accept that. But Ben White used to, for Saka, Ben White was constant up and down 90 minutes, and that right side dynamic we had in the last few years was like really strong for us. But Timber's like, he picks his moments, and obviously Timber picks his moments really well though, because he ended up getting us the penalty for the second goal. But you know, it's not going to be constant from him, which Ben White used to give us. So ultimately the pitch is way too closed, and I think that was that's the issue I found in the opening 20 minutes, basically until Odegaard went off. But yeah, man, like I thought Zubimendi really impressed me. When he came on, I think he's finally now settling into his role, and it's almost like now he's imposing himself a lot more. I feel like it's these games against a lower level opposition where he will dictate the game for us like a lot more. It's the big games, especially away from home, where, you know, I want to see him tested. Like, I want to see if he can step up to the plate. To the plate, because those are the ones.
About him in these ones.
In these ones, he's very necessary. Like, he just keeps the ball moving all the time.
He's
like,
settled in well, man.
Yeah, he has. He has.
To be honest.
Yeah.
What about the other boy though, who started? The other new signing, Gyökeres.
Yeah, Gyökeres.
Right now at Arsenal, man, because I mean he didn't get the goal today. Yesterday, sorry. How much he's got 3 right now, which that's still decent. Don't get it twisted. That's still like decent. That's probably somewhere in and around the top 9. Like Haaland's left, whoever's second, because Haaland has like left everyone. To be honest, but like in and around whoever's second, he's probably in and around there. Joint second. But how do you feel like he's settling in? Because there hasn't been a goal for a few games now.
It's getting a bit of a drought, to be fair. And I think with Gyökeres, man, like there's starting to be things in his game that I'm starting to kind of like, okay, I kind of like that, and I kind of like that, but I'm not gonna like when he first came on one of our previous episodes. One of the things I did say is that I'll be judging him strictly on goals, and I'm not going to move away from that statement. Like I'm going to stick to that. So ultimately, on that basis, it's been a bit underwhelming. But in terms of like, so the few things I do kind of like is when he stretches the game a bit for us. Like basically, he's battling 90 minutes is just a pure battle. Like sometimes it looks nasty though, because it's just like. Sometimes it can feel like, you know, when like
just scrappy and rough.
Like you know them like relegation teams when they're fighting for their lives, and like you think that's a superb performance from like Kevin Davies, like because he's battling with the CBs and occupying them all day long, and like to get a well-earned point for Bolton, like it's one of those type of games sometimes, and like we are above that standard, so it's a bit annoying to start praising these type of things, because it's like, wow, our level was really dropped. But it is something where the chaos he does cause has caused goals for other people. So in midweek, Odegaard basically just the pass wasn't even on. Odegaard just kind of puts it through some bodies, and Gyökeres just bulldozes his way through, and then he hits the post, and then Martinelli gets a tap in.
Yeah, I think I remember that.
Even I think for Rice's goal, I'm sure he was in there like competing with a goal in the 6-yard box, and then it kind of just drops out to Rice and stuff, like off Eze's shot.
He's being a bit of a nuisance.
Yeah, he's been a nuisance, but then the thing is, ultimately, like Havertz was kind of doing that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, have we signed another Havertz, or have we signed someone that's meant to actually be an upgrade on Havertz? And if we haven't upgraded on Havertz, that is a huge problem, because like as great as like our defense is, we are going to need goals in this team. Like, there's still no one yet that's proven to be a 20 goal a season player in the team, and it might mean Saka's going to have to now step into that level now, or step into that like area and start getting goals, or someone else and whatnot. But we are going to need a 20 plus goal man, and Gyökeres was brought in to be that. So if he's not doing that and he's kind of just doing what Havertz is doing, but with a bit more pace or whatever, I don't think that's enough personally. And like, questions will have to be asked. But you know, Arteta's praising the performance, and maybe he's just giving confidence to his man and whatnot and backing him. But I feel like Arteta probably likes this. Arteta likes that type of strike, like, because what Mourinho was doing, like, Mourinho is a bit more is far more clever though, and he's far more technical. So I think it was better with Mourinho, but Havertz as well. But Gyökeres is a bit faster, and you probably back him to score more than those guys. Not in big games, but over a whole season you back it. So.
Like in a one-on-one, maybe. Because he's scrappy, but let's say other team has a corner, dispossessed, ball goes over the top direct, and he's onto the one-on-one. Then you probably back him the most out of those three. In that scenario, And I guess Arteta likes probably he's thinking in that sense, but I just think like it's tough when you've like grown up on like Ian Wright was a tiny bit before my time, but I watched it all. Omri. Like, I always felt Bergkamp, I always felt we had the best lineage of strikers. Like, even when great ones went, there was always the next one. So like Ian Wright. Sorry, go on. No, I was going to say, even before Omri,
Anelka. Do you know what I mean? Anelka, like, always, like, Ian Wright, Anelka. Anelka gets sold. Henry just becomes this great guy, like, this great player. He goes, and you're like, okay, who's next? Adebayor out of nowhere gets 30 in a season. Adebayor then gets a bit big time and develops an ego and wants money and stuff. Van Persie then probably the second greatest striker in the history of the Emirates Stadium. Like we've all, and then I think like after Van Persie, that's when it stopped. And I think Giroud, and I respect Giroud. Like, I think he's had a great career post Arsenal and everything, but and he aged well. But like, I think since Giroud, the level has just dropped, and then we've almost started to get a different type of striker now, where it's these target men types, and like, like Giroud was key, and like if you look back at like team goals, Giroud will be involved in at least like probably 40 or 60%, like 40 to 60% of them. Like if you look at team goals under Wenger at the Emirates, like Giroud was instrumental.
But even like before Giroud though, like Shamak and Bentner.
But they were backup to Van Persie, so it was fine. It was fine. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I didn't know they were backups.
Like, Shamak had a period when he was playing a lot because Van Persie was injured. So, and then Shamak was like on mad form during those like first 3 months or whatever. And then Van Persie came straight back from injury, and then Van Persie hit his peak. Like basically from that season when he came back from injury, all the way until the Man U season. So like Van Persie didn't stop.
Who was your striker during the Man U season when Van Persie was out?
Giroud. That's when it started.
Okay, that's when it
starts. Like Giroud was his replacement, and like so that's when I feel like our level drops in terms of the strikers and number nines, and then. Like
Welbeck.
Sonoga at one point, it got bad. It got bad, like. And I feel like it's kind of been the same. I mean, Jesus at one point brought that bit of excitement to the front line. I was like, it's nice to have a striker that can.
He has a bit of flair.
But ultimately, I knew he was never going to score the goals. So it's always been in it like Lacazette, and then the thing is, Aubameyang is the one that changed it a bit for us in terms of, okay, there's a striker that, even though he's very dependent on service, like he was still someone that, you know, can score a goal out of nothing or win you a game.
Like, has pace. Like, he's a bit like explosive a little bit.
But then he wouldn't play number 9. Like he plays like out on the wing, like kind of like a Salah. So when you look at actual number 9s that play centrally, It's been a while, man. It's been a while. Like Lacazette was completely out of his depth, and like Gyökeres is starting to feel like sometimes when you watch him just like batter around, it does start to feel like it's a bit of that type of level.
Yeah.
But you know, I just hope he scores the goals though this season, and you know if he battles well and creates space for other people, then it's fine. But someone's gonna need to take the mantle, like, and really we're looking at Saka to do it. Like if someone's gonna have to hit that 20 or 15 to 20 goals in a Premier League season for us, if Saka can stay fit.
But I was saying this to you earlier, but I don't think Arsenal necessarily need that. I think they've gone second, never having that. They've always been able to, and how PSG did it last season, I don't think any of their players maybe got 20 goals, maybe Dembele probably, but like so many people pitched in with Kvaratskhelia, Doué, Dembele, just bare man, you know what I'm saying? And I see a similar thing with Arsenal this season. Like if you look around, we've already got goals from Gyökeres, goals from Saka, goals from Martinelli. Like a couple pitched in from midfield with Zubimendi. You can just group in midfield, Zubimendi, Rice, Odegaard. Like you can just group them in as a whole. They will pitch in, and to me, I can see more of that. I can see more of like Saka maybe 10, Gyökeres 12, Martinelli maybe 8 or something, but it will be enough to push them over the ledge.
But we ain't had the proof that's because what you said, it was enough for us to finish second.
Yeah, true.
In terms of making the next jump, that's the problem.
But the reason I say second is because one of those seasons you finished second would have been enough points last season, if that makes sense. So you had enough points, but City had more that season. But the next season, whoever won the league actually had less points than you did when you were second the season before. So to me, that means there is enough to, at least with that like included, there's enough to actually win the league. Like I think Arsenal are equipped, like, to be honest.
I think we're equipped, but I can't remember the last winners that didn't have a goal scorer, someone that bagged like 17 plus goals. I can't think of it. Like when you man won it last season, Salah was that guy.
Yeah.
City's whole run has been Haaland / Aguero.
Yeah.
When Chelsea, Conte's, even when you say that's a defensive system, Diego Costa. Like the last time I can't remember when we've had a season.
Right. No, you're right. The team hasn't won because I'm using like the point system and saying Arsenal have got so close, and if they're able to just add that Gyökeres goal. So, but I know what you're saying. You're saying it won't be different to Havertz, and overall it just won't make a difference then. Which like I get where you're coming from, and I guess we'll have to see.
I mean, it could work, but if it does work in the way you're saying, we'll be the first to do it. Basically. So exactly. I'm just saying the chances are slim. Like. We'll be the first to do it in terms of like in a while. I really can't remember, and if any of you guys like drop something in the comments if you can remember the last time a team won.
It hasn't.
Yeah,
because it reminds me of that Luis Enrique quote where he said, "I'd rather have 5 players that can get me 10 goals than 2 that can get me 20 each."
Yeah.
But obviously referring to Neymar, Mbappe, and the PSG team how it is now.
Yeah.
But if they like started something, then it looks like to me in the world of football, who looks like they're in the closest to following that trend is Arsenal, and still like competing well, being around the top.
I hear that.
Like everyone's pitching him with like.
I hear that, but he's talking from the perspective of the French league.
Yeah, so, it's true. It's like, very different as well.
Yeah, and like tournament football's different. Anything can happen, so it's fine. You can survive with that. But like with the French league. It's like it's just different. Plus, not to mention like when he's come up against English teams, like I think he recently said we're the best. Arteta's the best team he's faced or something, or last season or something like that. So, or as PSG manager, Arsenal was the best team he's faced. So clearly that was a tough match for him. They just about did it against Tottenham in the Super Cup.
Yeah,
and then Chelsea in so. On this league, I would like to see if that works. Like, and I don't hold nothing against
Liverpool.
it.
Well,
Yeah,
lost
they
one
did
to-
beat you.
well,
Yeah,
they beat us on
yeah. Just
penalties
about
and lost
scrape.
one to
Like
us,
they
to be fair.
didn't sweep none of the English sides
it's
away
true,
like they
it's
did to
true.
Inter in the final. Do you know what I mean? Like at that level, that might be acceptable. I just need to see it in the Prem. I'm not disagreeing. I actually like the concept.
Yeah.
But I just need to see it in the Prem before I can believe that we're like clear favourites. Because if we don't have a goal scorer, history shows that without a goal scorer, it's tough to do it. So that's the only thing I'm looking at where it's like someone's got to step up to the plate here. Someone's got
potential vulnerability, kind of.
I mean, alongside injuries and stuff, but like that is a huge thing that, you know, if that doesn't happen, then I'll be a bit concerned. But just like to round up on the game, like obviously Rice, I was really happy for him to score the goal, like obviously against his former club, and considering he started the game deep and then he's gone into the box-to-box role and then he scored, it kind of justifies his use in that role a bit. So fair play to him, and it was a good goal, a good finish, because Eze had a similar opportunity and he skied it over the bar. So Rice is like, it was good to see Rice keep his composure and hit it, and you know the celebration was a bit like, it was like he was very tempted to celebrate.
But he kept it, which I'm glad he did. You know, like, he's a respectable young man.
He is. He does get stick from them though, so like. I can see why he was tempted.
That's the world of football, man. He seems very like
down to earth.
Yeah, not down to earth, but like he understands rational, understands things. He understands that's a game. But you know, they've done a lot for him. He's obviously done a lot for the club as well. But no, I like Rice's character. So no, it was good to see that. But my thoughts on the game is, contrary to popular belief.
Just one more thing before you go. The second goal, because obviously there was a penalty, and I know there's a lot of debate around this. And Saka obviously took the penalty and
so Gyökeres asked him to. It looked like Gyökeres asked him if he can have the penalty.
I think so.
And that's how Saka. Well, we saw what happened. But
I just think Saka did the right thing. Like it's his. At the end of the day, it is his club. He's the duty penalty taker, and
you don't think sometimes if your striker is low on form, maybe they can get a penalty that will just bring them back up to speed. But
Saka's got a tally to chase too. Like Saka's only scored one in the league so far. Like. And he's been injured a few games. Like it's not, if Saka was on like 7 goals right now, and he was flying, and then in that scenario, I'd be like, okay, but Saka's like got his own goals to chase. To be fair, he's on duty. There's some history with West Ham. Remember, he missed that big penalty in the title race in 2023. So there's that element to it as well. Like there's a lot of things, and it was his 200th game.
I remember that game.
That was a big miss.
I remember watching that at a golf. at the golf lounge.
200th game too. So it's a landmark game. So like. He just wanted a moment, and I think it was right to do it. The game's not safe as well, so you know, get your main penalty taker to end the game, and that's that. So I think there's no need to really debate on that situation.
No, I hear that, man. But alright, so how I feel about this, contrary to popular belief, glad we stepped into second. Don't like it when the pressure's on Liverpool. We don't do well when the pressure's on us. So last season. We were first for more or less a whole season. But normally, Liverpool, I think we're better off not when the pressure's too. And I think, as I said at the beginning of the season, I think this league is Arsenal's to lose. And I want them in the position where the positions where we are in the league represent that. Because I still think they had the best window. No matter, I know this has been like an ongoing debate amongst both of us.
Alright, let's actually stay on this.
I still think they had the best window personally. They just didn't lose. And I was explaining this to you earlier, but when I look at all of like the teams, or you can say potential favourites, Arsenal to me are the only ones that lack like a true vulnerability. Like if you say Man City, a bit vulnerable in the back. Chelsea, a bit vulnerable in the back, which is bad, and we need to get to that later why Liverpool should have won. Liverpool, a bit vulnerable in the back, we know. Like with Arsenal, they're the only one where they're not vulnerable in any area.
But we just discussed the vulnerability.
which is up top.
The goals.
Yeah, the goals you said, which is up top with Gyökeres. But then when I look at the amount of strikers they have, the amount of like kind of goal scorers they have, because I count Saka as a goal scorer. Like I think Martinelli at his core is a goal scorer. Gyökeres is a goal scorer.
By trade, yeah.
Yeah, Marino from midfield is a goal scorer. Like I look at Arsenal as a team that have plenty of goal scorers. Like thing, and that's what I mean about the season they may produce. They've got plenty of goal scorers, man. Like we know Marino is, Saka, all the people I just named. And then there could be more.
So let's stay on your first point, yeah. When you say favourites, why are we favourites considering you're the holders and we spent less than you?
Okay, so again I'll have to get to net spend. So technically, to me, it's about the difference. Whoever has the biggest difference spend the most, as far as I'm concerned. So, yeah, we spent how much we spent, but we lost a lot of players in the starting 11 within the squad. Obviously, the tragedy with Jota, but we just lost so much. Like, Diaz went, Nunes went, Trent went, Elliott went, Jota went. Like, so many players left. A championship winning team, Arsenal's retention, and then not only that, like people are going a little bit mad, Liverpool fans. To me, you can't say slot out can't be on your lips until at least 2027. To be honest,
is that actually happening? Is that happening?
No, but people are, and a lot of Liverpool fans are getting a bit concerned with slot, and don't get twisted. A lot of these results and things are on slot. I think they're on slot too, but he's got to be given Arteta time. Like that would be wow. Like for what is this guy? Like if he's got to be given at least that. He's won a league. Like he's literally just built his team. When Arteta first got Jesus and like Zinchenko, where were they? Like we've got to give Slot time. You know what I'm saying? Like this to me. And I said it before. I don't even mind this season because of what we did last season. So long as we at least get in the top three, not top four, top three, and quarterfinals to Liverpool, I still think it'll be a disaster if it ends like that. But I'm not going to be too mad because I'm going to look at it from a rational standpoint. And our defence is done. Like, I'll be honest, our defence is done out here, bro. Like, that's what I'm kind of writing off this season because until January at least, we bring this into December. Like, if we can't fix this by December with that grueling schedule, nah, like we're more or less. I'm kind of writing this a little bit off. I know some of our fans. I saw Paddy Pimblett. He was on TalkSport coming back from the Chelsea game. He was saying he still thinks Liverpool are favourites to win the title. And that's calm. Like I don't mind. That's the thing though. That's why I'm glad. It's a nice position. I don't mind if. I'm focusing more on the team and getting us back into. We need to ensure Ekatike, Isak get together. Wirtz will come into his thing. Like, look at Caicedo, because he weren't good, bro, first season. So, and look at what he did and what people are saying about him. So we're gonna need to give Wirtz a time. We're gonna I'm not too and hopefully now Arsenal are first and we're second. And hopefully we can come up from under them and just quickly creep in and take what needs to be taken. I prefer that, bro. Like, I prefer Arsenal to be first. And every week it's on them to that's how I prefer life to be as a Liverpool fan. I can't lie. Because history tells that Arsenal don't do well in that position. So I'd rather they're there and every single week from now on, it's on you now to maintain and win and not drop points and all of this. You know what I'm saying? They've had the manager for 7 years. They've got the depth. They didn't get rid of no players. They've got all the players. It should be on them, bruv. We've got a whole new. We might have just won the league.
We lost the starting DM, by the way, but
yeah, they lost Partey, but with everyone who was brought in, we've got Norgard, Madueke, Eze, him Campe in defence. who's the other centre back? Who's Mosquera in defence? No, both of them don't even start, bro. This is a team that have the best defence.
But you're naming like if we just want to name
signings, yeah.
Yeah, but you're ignoring departures, naming depth signing, like, or just signings in general. I could do the same with you guys. Like, I can just ignore Diaz and Nunes and the guys you sold, and then just start saying Isak, Wirtz.
No, but I said Partey
and Jorginho.
There
we go. So there's
okay. So Partey, Jorginho,
and then departures.
With mine, I named 5. I've named about 5 departures.
About 2 of them starters. About 2 of them are starters.
For what I said, for mine.
Trent and
2 of them are starters. Yeah.
So from the starting 11.
And then for you, only Partey's a starter. Jorginho was a rotation piece.
Right.
So then when you look at what they brought in. So I prefer, like, to me, the pressure really should be, and it's not that though, it's the 7 years that the manager has had with this is Slott's project, we're seeing it, it's not a good start, bro. I won't be honest, not a good start to his project. Great start to his Liverpool managerial career, 100%, not a good start to his project, which now this is his project. He won with Klopp's project, the end of it, if we're honest. This is his one, not a good start to it, but I'm going to give him time because I don't think we're projected to finish 8th, and that's how Arteta started. So,
I don't think Arteta's a good reference point for Slot to look at, personally. I don't, Slot didn't take over a terrible, the situations he took over was far different from what Arteta...
I think we finished 5th and 3rd with
in Klopp's last season.
Yeah, I think he's referenced it in it.
Right,
so the season before 5th and his last 3rd, Klopp.
Okay, so outside of position, I know you didn't because you were in the Champions League last year.
No, so I said 3rd. So
exactly,
5th,
right.
So that would be round in the Champions. Then Klopp got
Klopp fixed it.
Right,
so Klopp fixed it. So Klopp fixed it, and then you were back in the Champions League, which means you got Champions League money. You still had your best player, Salah, and your best defender. So he hasn't inherited...
And he did A-star in that season.
Right, exactly. So, compared to, maybe what Chelsea after Conte or something else, but Arteta, for me, the only people that can reference Arteta in terms of, how you build and whatever is just Man United with Amorim. I've said this before, our situations are the only unique situations where you've had someone in place for 20 plus years and the whole ethos is through those guys. So much changes when those figures leave. And with us, the mess we were in for that short period, we were in Man U levels of mess for just a year though. It just doesn't seem as bad because we minimised the amount of time we were in that. But when we were getting Luiz in and Willian and all these randomers, just Pablo Mari from the Brazilian league, I don't know what was going on with the club at that point. Pepe for 80 mil, no one could explain what was going on there. There was so much mess going on that taken over, it was okay, we need to feel it was just a madness. And obviously Emery was there. We just lost the Europa League final, which would have got us back in the Champions League. It was an absolute mess. So for me, Slots, so Arteta, obviously it took 8th and 8th and 8th, and then we finally got there. But I don't think Slot should use Arteta as a reference point in terms of time.
I agreed. No, but I will give Slot one insurance season where if so long as things don't go too bad, I'll give you a write-off season for his first season with the new project and how many players left and all of that, because it's just an awkward thing because he did win with Klopp's boys, but it's the end of the road with Klopp's boys, and it's just an awkward. There's so much awkwardness happening within the team now because there's Salah, who's a Klopp boy, but he's a Slot boy as well ish. But clearly he's coming towards the end of his, to me, Liverpool career kind of. So
what about the Klopp?
It's awkward.
What about the Klopp boys that are still young, but they're technically Klopp's boys because they're his signings?
Yeah, so McAllister,
Gravenberch,
I still count Gravenberch as a Slot boy, to be fair. I feel like the team signed him because Klopp hardly played him and then Slot started him. Klopp never really started him. He was always coming off the bench. Slot was the first manager to really have him start and give him opportunity. So to me, he's a slot boy. And then, like, fair with Soboslai and McAllister. And Bradley.
Konate.
Yeah, Bradley, Konate. So, yeah, there's still quite a few. That's like my point. Like, I'll say Bradley's definitely a Klopp. To me, Konate is...
Wait, Bradley's...
Bradley.
He's a Klopp, but Gravenberch isn't. Was Bradley playing much under Klopp?
The reason why is because Trent got injured for, like... So, with Gravenberch, he was never really had an extended period starting under Klopp, ever. But at one point, Trent was injured for a couple months, and Conor Bradley, I don't know if you remember, that's kind of when he put his name on. When I think he got a goal against Chelsea. He got another goal in the Champions League or something, and he was on fire. That's when everyone was loving Conor Bradley. I don't know if you remember, but yeah. So that's why I kind of associate him very much with Klopp, because of that's like when he came on was under Klopp, and it was when Trent was injured, of course. That there are definitely a few that are meant to be carryovers, like a McAllister. But there's still, and don't get twisted, it's not all rosy and fine for Slot. There's a lot of concerns, bro. Like, there's question marks about the business that we did, to be honest. Like, I don't really blame him for Kirkes. I think that was a good like for like. If you see the attributes and what Robertson provided, I understand why Kirkes was brought in. I don't too tough blame him for Wirtz. I think Wirtz will come through. With Wirtz, I do like his decision making. His execution hasn't been good, but like he's got good ideas. Like he tries to do passes, and he sees runs in players and passes he tries to execute that most average midfielders won't see, and I kind of like that. Like, to me, that's kind of smart decision making, high IQ. He just needs to execute better. But Frimpong is the questionable. I do think he underestimated Trent's influence, how important the right back is in the team, even just throughout history as well. It's just been such an important position a little bit, I think, at Liverpool. And I question a little bit with Frimpong, only because he never plays him. So it's like he never really starts him at right back. So it's like if you spend 35 mil on a right back, but you don't trust him enough to start him, what are the fans to think about the signing? Do you know what I'm saying? That one's a bit of a weird one. But
so, what do you think of the game, the Chelsea game then?
The Chelsea game, disappointing game. We should have beat Chelsea because their defence to me, that's a game of attack versus attack and midfield versus midfield, because our defence is bad, their defence is bad, bro. They've got Reece James in defence, we've got Gravenberch at one point, and we opted to do that because Konate was playing so shit. And with Konate, his head's not in the game. You said it last week, head's gone. His head's fully gone now. I actually think he's trying to not get injured. Maybe for either a big move or the World Cup or something, because in that game yesterday against Chelsea, he was running at one point and I was like, this man is not sprinting. This isn't the fastest he can run. I know it's not. Like, he's holding back, bro. And anyone whose heart's not in it for Liverpool can't play, and clearly Slot thought that because he took him off, bro. He just said, fuck it, Gravenberch, go in defence. He kept flapping about with it, and it's not all his fault because Conor Bradley should have been a bit more wider when he had possession. Like, he's so vulnerable in possession and so not confident and everything bad on the ball that he needed Conor Bradley to always be wide. But Conor Bradley seemed a bit shook just in case Garnacho comes and I don't know, bro, but there weren't good things going on that right hand side.
Yeah.
On that right defensive side, there was not good things happening.
Garnacho's outlet was stretching.
Yeah. And it felt like Bradley was like, I know I should be wider so that it's easier for Konate to pass to someone, I can receive it, but I actually don't really want the ball in that position because if Garnacho... Yeah, I could turn it over, Garnacho. So he was coming a little bit inside. And then Kanate, and then he's flapping about there, like, who do I pass to? Maybe a Gravenberch shot, but it was bad, bro. It weren't good. And when I just look at Liverpool's situation, it's like our defence is so fucked, bro. Like, with the Leone thing, our defences are too fucked. I don't think I have to just write this off a little bit. Man.
So what's your back for after the international break? If Kanate continues this,
yeah, I know, and that's what I know. It's,
like, what's yours? Like,
that's how fucked we are, because probably Gomez and Van Dijk. We go back to that title win in 2019-2020 centre back pairing. Van Dijk and Gomez. Like, Kanate's done. I'm sorry, he's done. Like, thing. I know it sounds. Fuck it, strengthen Gomez. Like, right off the season a little bit, man. Fuck it. Like, thing. Let's get Gomez back into good fitness. Get him back. Like, fuck it now. I know it seems like there's a lot to lose because we're second and we were first, and it's like. But, like, I'm thinking a little bit like, fuck, we've been playing so bad. Like, we haven't been good once this season. That I'm like, yo, just fuck it a little bit, bro. Put Gomez in there with Van Dijk. Slott's got questions to answer for sure, because I don't like how we incorporated Kirkes. I think he was the right signing, but I don't like how he was incorporated into the team. I think he just put too many new players into a championship winning 11 just like out of nowhere, and it just didn't really fucking make sense to me. Like, and now he's like playing catch up and moving things around, and there's no consistency, and sooner or later we're gonna need like a consistent 11, you know what I'm saying? Who we know, who the fuck is who, and what is going on, and that's been the issue with Kirkes. I think Robertson, the amount Robertson has come off the bench and the couple games he started, it should have been flipped for me. Kirkes should have had. It's been about, for Robertson, maybe 2 starts and maybe 2 off the bench. That should have been Kirkes at this point in the season to me. And Robertson should have started most. And I know some people question that, and we put one of the goals probably to blame him for that goal.
Who? Robertson?
Yeah, some people probably will blame him for the last minute goal, innit? Yeah. Because he couldn't get there. Who was it? Esteval who scored. Yeah. Because, you know, he kind of couldn't get there in time. But I think some of that is because he lacks the sharpness of not consistently playing. He did win a league, like, starting every game more or less last season. Like, he rotated with Simicast a little bit.
So what you're saying is, so let's say that scenario happens, but with the sub reversed, how you said. So you would trust Kirkes more trying to stop that goal with fresh legs.
With 100. Like,
oh yeah, he does make some goal line clearance.
Yeah, for me, Kirkes was meant to be the Simicast. Like, we were just gonna improve. I don't know if you remember last season, Simicast was like doing what I think is expected of Robertson this season. So he started a couple, came off the bench for a lot of games. Like, to me, I know Kirkes was the best left back in the Premier. He got into the team of the year as left back and shit. But, like, it's a new team, bigger club.
Should have been Anthony Robertson, but
yeah, probably. But new team, bigger club, like, everything's bigger, and we need to get things right and proper. So, to me, Robertson should have still been that one, and then Kirkes just replaces Simicast, which just improves the team anyway.
Yeah.
Like, he comes off the bench, and then we just started. Kirkes started all of these new men. And now it's like, we don't know, and it's like, I think we went a little bit too hard with all of that. You're meant to normally just incorporate a couple at a time. It's a team that we're doing well, but I understand where he might be, because we ended last season poorly. We ended it so poor. After the PSG game, to be honest, that week, and after we won the league, we weren't good. We didn't end the season well, and it's carryover. So maybe he was thinking there needs to be change like now, because the momentum's going. But man.
I wonder if Isaac meant that assist. I don't know if he meant that.
No, I think he meant it, and I know it sounds bad. Personally, I think he meant it, because when I was watching the goal, I could see Gakpo, like, he had the awareness, because everyone knew Gakpo's like there too. There's a couple of them in there.
Can Isaac see him though?
So, well, I think he saw him before. So, like, slightly before, Gakpo made a run, then he did that touch. And even if, like, that's why you pay over 100 mil. That's the quality that...
I gotta lie,
when people say, like, there's regular strikers can't do that, bro. Like, in that tight situation, take that touch on the spin down for Gakpo, just what an assist, what a beautiful
I gotta
assist.
lie, yeah. When I see that assist, I was thinking, if he meant that, whilst I'm watching Gyökeres ram around like a tractor every week, yeah, it is mad. Like, man have got that, and Hugo's back up and then tell a man about that we got no vulnerabilities when you got that. Like, that's mental. If he meant that, shit, like that level of greed to have those two strikers is nuts.
But it's not greed, like, because, look, and this is how I'm going to get into it with Slot now, because, let's be real now, because not all rosy with Slot, and now he's getting a little exposed. And the thing is that I think he's picking the wrong sides and the wrong 11s, and we need to adapt to the players that are on form. I keep seeing, bro, we've got players on form on the bench. Bruv, do you know, like, we need players on form right now. That's so rare at Liverpool right now. Like, you can say Gravenberch lost a little bit of the form, but the only players on form, and Soboslai lost it a little bit as well, but Ekitike, I'll say, is still on form. Chiesa, to me, is still on form. And Gakpo is, like, on and off. Like, he's kind of on form. Bro, Chiesa and Ekitike aren't starting, and I think we need to... Like, just stick with me, Liverpool fans. I think we can really do a SAS with Ekitike and Isak, like Sturridge and Suarez. I think, like, I would love to see us go to a 4-4-2, man. Like, just strip it back. Just have two strikers. Just have the two of them play together, bro. Like, yeah, just do it.
Where does Wirtz fit in?
So it'll be interesting because I want a normal 4-4-2 with Chiesa playing basically right mid.
Yeah.
So, and he can do that. He can definitely do
Sterling.
that. Instead of the wing, like, not right wing, right mid, because he's got good defensive work rate as well, Chiesa.
So that's
right mid.
Sterling in a dynamic.
No, so he will be... No, so I'm saying Chiesa right mid.
Yeah.
Ekitike and Isak up top.
Suarez, Sturridge.
And then on the left, and on the left won't be a normal... The left will be a bit of a winger, rotating with Gakpo and Wirtz. That's what, but mainly
Coutinho.
Gakpo.
If it's Wirtz, Coutinho. I can see how it works.
And then have Gravenberch and McAllister deep. And that's how I prefer. So the right mid still comes back a little bit. Maybe if you have Frimpong as a right back, that will provide a bit more width. And he still comes back a little bit. But the left winger will be a bit more advanced, the left mid. Whether that's Gakpo or Wirtz, they'll be a bit up. So then he'll kind of shift into a 4-3-3, if that makes sense. Like, we get possession, Chiesa kind of comes back and is with Gravenberch and McAllister. And then Gakpo or Wirtz kind of goes up and helps Ekitike and Isak when we're in possession. But, like, something similar to that. But, like, a 4-3-3, a 4-4-2, sorry. That's what I would like. Just bring it back. Fuck it, bro. We've got two. Isak is the other one I was saying who's on form. Who's what I was thinking. To me, he's on form. I know people are saying, oh, it hasn't been a great start, this, that. Like, he's got a goal and assist in, like, 3 games or something. So, like, to me, he's on form. I don't care what anyone says. So, like, yeah, play them. Like, we've got so many players not on form playing. Salah is fucking shit right now. Like, we've got Salah playing. We've got starting as well. We've got who else in midfield? McAllister. McAllister can't be helped. He's fucking not on form right now. Playing really bad. Can't be helped. We have to play him, to be honest. We don't really have many more options, in my opinion. But we've just got really good on form options on the bench and rotating. It's like, Slot, is your job as a manager, to me, is get all of those players on the pitch and figure out a way, manage the situation where these best players, on-form players, are on the pitch, bro. They're going to bring something. Like, as if Chiesa had to sit throughout that game and watch Salah just blunder all of those chances, which, like, let's be honest, bro, Salah blundered. He looked like he didn't really give a fuck, to me, like, yesterday. Like, just laughing when something doesn't work. Just like he's through two, there's like 3 players running in front of him, just takes a shot, skies it into the crowd. Vert's the one piece of brilliance, because to me, Vert's didn't play that great. And this is the shit where people, because he got completely duppy by Caicedo, in my opinion, when he came off the bench. He did that one amazing spin assist, which I'll give Vert assist. He should have 5 assists at this point in the season. We've been very bad. But that should have been an assist for Salah. Salah just fucks it up and don't really, and just gets to stay on. Like, yeah, because it's like, and I've been saying that he plays bad, but he's efficient enough to get the goal. But if the goal don't come, my guy, like, you know, I've been saying he plays bad, but he gets a goal, so it's cool.
Slot has a history of, like, in Slot's history, he's taken him off when he's been shit. So is that changed now?
No, he's still kind of done.
Was the PSG like an anomaly and it never usually happens? Was the PSG game?
Yeah, the PSG was it's not an anomaly because it was big games where he kind of doesn't really, and then Slot actually reacts to them.
And he
like
takes
finals, yeah, PSG and stuff like this. But he keeps starting, and the other game he didn't come off, and he was blundering chances, and it's like he's got. Normally Slot takes him off, like around the 70th minute. If we haven't got a goal and he's blundering a lot, Slot will normally bring on a chaser. That's how we've seen chaser, but he didn't do it today. I mean, yesterday it was kind of weird. And it's like, why isn't Chaser come on? Why is he not like on the pitch, bro? It's just, and to me, that's where Slot has questions to answer. It's like, what's going on? There's something deeper than performances. There's something deeper than whoever performs the best gets a play. There's another thing where like probably there's influence and weird
amount of money is on as well.
Yeah, money, contractual things, but like, I'm sorry, but Salah's getting over $1 million a month. So like it's done now. You get rewarded for what you did in those seasons you did them, but like we know the sport and you're only as good as your last game, and it's just like he keeps getting opportunities and what we're just meant to like just become shit just because I always put the team first, man, always, bro, like we appreciate what he's done, but this season it's not it. He can't be just starting every game, bro, and then just not have an impact. It's not going to work. It's not sustainable, bro. Without Trent, he's not the same man. Like Trent, you know, it's just as simple as that. Trent used to look for him all the time, like just look for one to put behind. It was easy for him, bro. He's playing on easy mode almost, like. He had one of the best passes in the world just purely serve him. I remember Ronaldo, when he upset when Ozil left Madrid. Like, them type of players, they like that. Like, they're them ones that just want service, I don't do no work. But, like, service, just feed me, so I can get goals. Like, the team want to win, and Salah's not chasing the same thing. He's chasing a Liverpool record. He's not chasing, like, a title. And we're not on the same page. He's chasing like a goal record, trust, and it's not sustainable, bro. We need players to be on the same mission. He should have passed it, like in that try. He should have passed it, bro. But he needs to have that crack. I need to have the crack. Like I need the goal, and it's just like yeah, bro, it's true. It's true. We're all seeing it, and it's like trust me, bro. Like. Yeah, man, and the fans, it won't be stood for though that long. No one's bigger than Liverpool, like no one. But not even Steven Gerrard, no one. Like, and that's like, yeah, that's no one, bro, no one. We appreciate what he's done, but like, no one's bigger than. Don't make this mistake of thinking that as well. Like, no one should make that mistake, bro. Like, and I think Slot understands this, and sooner or later, if the performances don't improve. There's no way we can have like Ekatike, Isak, like which one are we mad? Like but if these are 2 cold players, figure out a way, drop who needs to be dropped. Like it's a new era, it's a new dawn, bro. Like you know what I mean? That was yesteryear, all of that. Like everyone's gone and stuff. So that's obviously the only issues. Big one with Salah though, because
we need to monitor this Hugo Isak situation. just keep a little eye on what's going on over there. Like, that's it. Just monitor. Let's see who gets unhappy. Yeah. Just see, boy.
No, man, we got to keep both of them happy. Like, and I don't think Well, first and foremost, they're under big contracts. If someone got unhappy and forced a move, they won't be moving to a Prem team. That's the first
It's
one.
cool. We'll wait.
It'll take away.
Send them abroad and we'll go and hop on that.
Yeah. You don't send me to a Prem team. So that's number one. We're going to keep both of them. I know we will. Like, it will be too... Like, Liverpool's back staff are too good with business. We've put them under long contracts because we're not good with contracts. We're good with business, not contracts. But we've put them both under long ones. And there's no way we will, like, just... Sooner or later, Slot's going to figure out a way to have them both on a pitch. And he knows he needs to, but, like, I think that's how it is. There's no, rotate. No, they both need to just play together and we got to figure it out. And the way I look at Ekatike is like the Suarez type. I'm thinking, like, he loves to assist. I don't know if you saw when he came on.
Yeah.
He almost got an assist for, I think Salah. Yeah, see? Like, like he come on, did some magical thing, did a pass. I was like, he's so cold, bro.
Yeah.
And then Salah didn't put it away. But he's that type, like him, like he's the Suarez type and Isak will be the Sturridge, trust. Like they can, obviously he's not Suarez level and Isak's probably a little bit better than Sturridge level. But quite similar with the technical stuff, a bit like, not lazy, but ain't really got this stamina and energy. Kind of like Sturridge a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So like, it can be done. Because to me, we got to write off defence now. We got outscored through the Brendan Rodgers season. We just got to, but we're going to concede. We can't keep clean sheets. It is what it is, bro. Like, we're going to start putting, like, Endo grabbing back in defence, bro. Like, we got to write off defending now, and we just got to see how many goals we can create. Like, if we're to, and that's why I don't think the league, because you can't win a league without defence, in my opinion. Can't be done, bro. Like, Brendan Rodgers season's the closest I've seen. And you couldn't get it done, innit? Yeah, like, and we're talking Suarez 40 goals, like Sturridge 25, everyone, like, pitching in Coutinho, and still, it's so hard, like, but we have to take that mentality now, I think, to be honest, like.
What do you think of Chelsea? Because Chelsea, like...
They're frauds. Like,
you're right. What you said last week about like they'll do like 3 losses on a bounce, but then they'll do like one big win, and then they'll give you the big win, and then win a couple more, and then they'll just go back. They're so inconsistent. But yesterday, I was impressed with them. Like,
Caicedo played great.
Yeah, man, that midfield.
Lavia, Enzo and Caicedo, they definitely had the better of our midfield for sure.
Like, even at the back where it's like, fuck, they got so many issues. Like, I think they were saying it's like 6 centre-backs are out. And then Reece James goes in there. And by the way, what a shift he's put in. Like, it was...
One challenge was great.
And then, do you know who I was actually impressed with? Hato.
Oh,
that they bought from Ajax. Because obviously I know him to be a left back, but I know he can play at centre back. But to do it in a back 4, I thought he looked quite good. Like, on the ball, he was impressive, and I think, like, it's something to consider for Chelsea in terms of, because I know he's a big talent, so it was meant to be like quite a promising signing. So, like, I thought he did really well there.
Yeah, man. Chelsea.
That Estevao looks quality.
Estevao looks quality. He looks good. Like, he does look better than. Who's the Portuguese? Neto. To be honest,
I think it should be Estevao and Garnacho on the wings. Go Brazil, Argentina, because Garnacho was such a great outlet.
On our side, man.
Great outlet. He's just so constant.
His decision making isn't good, but he will beat the defend. Like, he needs a lot of support, but with a Cole Palmer in there, you want a Garnacho there too.
And he's gonna keeps coming at you, he just keeps going and going and going, and he doesn't stop. Like that must be tough to play against. Like, relentless.
Yeah. And you could tell Conor Bradley didn't want it. At one point, I was thinking, like, when he made the sub, because I knew he was going to make the halftime sub, because whenever someone's on a yellow and it looks like how it looked, he doesn't take that risk. But I thought Frimpong was going to come on to be a pace counter again, because he was getting killed on pace, Bradley. Like Garnacho's pace was kind of killing him at one point, whereas, like, he was trying to trap back. Like, there was loose balls and he was losing the race.
Yeah.
And then he had to the jockey. Do you know what I mean? Instead of being the first to get it and then pass it back to the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Whereas Frimpong, in those situations, would have won those races for sure.
Yeah.
So, but defending against, I don't know, we're going to have to. And that's what I mean about this Frimpong signing is just a bit of a question mark. It's a bit like, how's he intended to be used in that? Like, because games like this, there's going to be wingers like this, and we're going to be coming up against Mbappe, Vinny, and them in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
So like things. So what's the goal? Like what's the plan, bro? Like think. Yeah. I like to little bit. It's like what's the plan, bro? Like when we go into that December, when we're playing, what's the plan?
This switch of energy. When like. When that man beat us, the crud these man were talking was mad. The crud these man were talking was mad. Like all of a sudden, it's what's the plan, you know?
Yeah, because with the fullbacks and it's with the defence, it is like what's going on, man. But Kanate finished, like actually done, bro. So yeah.
The thing is, playing like this, he ain't even good enough for Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Like the thing is though, on his day, because he seems to always perform against us. Like every time he's on the Emirates like pitch, or even we go away, he just has his best games. So my perception of him is that there's a real good defender in there, but then any other week, I see the guy just do clownish shit.
But it's because his head's... The defender's still there, it's just that he's purposely not putting in 100%.
But I've seen this in previous season before. Like, I don't know if I've seen consistent...
Not like this, though.
Not like this,
You've never seen it like this, trust. Like, this is like... Trust me, he is not putting in 100% because he does not want to get injured and he wants to get the either World Cup cap and the Madrid move. That's what it is. I've decided that is what it is. I'm seeing what I'm seeing, and this isn't normal. Like the way he was running at one point, he's not sprinting. This is like a jog. So he's just not. And if you sprint, there's higher risk of getting injured if there's that clash. You know what I'm saying?
But that's where the greed comes in, because the club have to protect that situation because he's been injury prone. Like. Regularly anyway. So like if you look at that situation and then you look at Gomez as absolutely injury prone as well, like don't tell me Leone wasn't the plan to cover both of these men. Like
no, he was, of course he was.
What, the second main choice in the title win, like there had to be a better plan. Like you had to get like a seasoned. So like obviously the way he's signing was if you did that instead of trying to be greedy with the Isaac Hugo thing, then I think you just would have been better balanced. Like, I just
but the way I see it, there's two ways of looking at that. You're right for this season, or this was a chance to get those two the strikers. So you get them, and then this season we just won the league. A little bit of a write-off, bro. Like, January, we definitely need to get a centre-back, 100%. We need to buy one in January, no matter what. And then we still, hopefully, get another one, summer. Probably Kanate leaves. But, yeah, we just assess the centre-backs, like, aren't as rare. Like, I'm sorry, but, like, Ekatike is out on the market. But then we get him, bro. And then, next summer... Centre-backs aren't as rare, bro. Like,
yeah, I guess, but how far could you drop off? Like
if you keep Saliba, what's Mosquera saying? Like, centre-backs aren't as rare. Like, it's like...
Wait, what do you mean?
If you keep Saliba, so Mosquera just be on the bench? Like,
no, but yeah, but he was bought for he was bought for less money you bought Leone for. So
yeah, fair
so he probably come in as rotation. Maybe with the hope that long term, if Saliba does go. I'll start, but ultimately he came in knowing he wasn't going to start.
Yeah, true.
Had the best defence in the league.
But that's what I mean. There's always a market for centre back. Like, even if you look at the one you sold, who was performing well for you last season.
I know.
What's his name again? The centre back you guys sold.
Kevio.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's another. By the way, that's another one for
true.
Argument for the argument earlier. Apparently, 0 departures. Kevio, who was starting centre back up until the Champions League semi-finals, another one. Zinchenko's gone to there's a few, but Reece Nelson, there's a few, but with But
finally left.
Well, he's on loan again. But my point with the centre backs thing is, like, I know they're always on the market, but I'm saying you just had to get one, because if your centre back, let's say at worst case scenario, it becomes tragic. Let's say Kanate gets injured, Gomez gets it, and then you're starting to play Endo or Gravenberch centre back. Yeah. How far would... If you end up outside of the Champions League spots, even by January, and it's hard to make that climb, then was it worth? Is missing a season of Champions League, worst case scenario, let's just say, worth getting Hugo and Isak if you miss a Champions League? Because then you've got. That's what I'm saying. Like this, question. Like when you're I know the availability is there, but. The situation is like emergency almost. Yeah. We're getting towards that stage because you've got enough cover, but why didn't he bring Gomez on? Like maybe he's even protecting him now, thinking he's injury prone or something. Or I understand you were chasing the game, so it didn't require another centre back. Yeah. But does he even trust Gomez to come in right now? And Gomez's history's been injury prone. Kanate's history's been injury prone. Any of them two are gone. Let's say both, given history. You could drop off so far that you might even be recognising that, we maybe didn't need two strikers with
our drop off, I understand where you're coming from. I do think the issue is we need to accept that the defence will be fucked. The drop off is we shouldn't drop off too far if we fix the situation in midfield. That is where the issue is midfield and kind of up top, because there's some attackers that aren't pulling their weight, like Salah and then McAllister as well, but in midfield. But if those and Wirtz as well, but if we can really fix that, we need to understand that we're going to concede, okay? This isn't the same Liverpool as last season where we get clean sheet. Those are the teams that will win the league. They're the ones, because... If you look at City today, they didn't play great. That's why they celebrated this win very hard, because the win for them was reminiscent of a team that goes on and wins leagues. And it was when you're on bad form, you need a 0-0 and then you just need your what Isak did, or what Haaland did in his goal today. You just need that. It would have been a 0-0 if you don't have... This is what you mean with the
That's what I mean, yeah.
Because there will come a time when you're not on form. And then you just need clean sheets. And then one guy who can get goals to get one goal. Do you know what I mean? And then you get your 3 points. Which Salah is not that guy this season. We can't maintain a clean sheet for shit. So, that's what I mean is we almost... If you can't get clean sheets, you can't win the league, bro. I've never seen it happen. It's been yonks. Only City are the only team since the Premier League, since I've known the Premier League, to really... being able to win like that. Every other team had good defensive. Arsene Wenger, when he did it, he had great centre-back pairings. Or Man U've always, whenever they've won, they've always had good pairings in centre-back and defence. Chelsea have been very good with that as well. So when we won, the times we won, we've had great defences where we got so many clean sheets. We can't do that, so we just have to... That's why this Chelsea loss is a little bit inexcusable, because it's shit defence versus shit defence, so it means it's a battle of midfield and attack. And
where
midfield, they duppied us. Yeah, because Caicedo absolutely boxed out Wirtz, after that one flick. Wirtz did that flick, and after that, Caicedo was okay,
I'm taking it,
I've got this. And he had it.
Yeah.
And he had it handled. And then
Lavia on the ball, man. That guy's quality.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Because the first goal was a little bit... It was both Van Dijk and McAllister's fault. Because Van Dijk shouldn't have passed it to the goalie that. That was he should never have done that. And he knows so much better, bro, with the experience
on his weaker foot as well.
Yeah, it was just a strange thing to do. Everyone thought it when he did it. No. So we didn't really even blame the goalie. Man just had to get it out of danger.
What do you think of the goalie? Is this his first
that was his first start. I liked his performance.
He's not played in cups?
He's played off the bench, I think. Oh no, first Premier League start, sorry. First Premier League start. I liked his performance, bro. I liked it. There were 2 big saves he pulled out. One of them was one of them was okay, kind of you should have. There was a lot of time. But the other one was a really good save.
On the right corner.
That one was a really good save. Like, good stretches. I love his throw. Like, he's got counter-attack starting throws. Like, he did a lot of those where he save it and then overarm.
Yeah.
Did you see those?
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
they
yeah.
start whole, like, counter-attacks.
Yeah.
Like, I can't lie, I like a keeper. That kind of reminds me of, like, Rayner with his kicks and shit. Like, I like keepers that can just start a counter-attack. And that's why we need to get, like, the right... Man, like, if I know Salah's meant to be that, but he's losing that counter-attack pacing, he's losing it, bro. So we need to make sure we got the right ones, like Ekatike, Isak and them. Like, get them there. This goalie, for now, if he's what we're using, because things injured, then cool. But yeah, no, man, I liked his performance, bro, personally. Like, I thought he played decent, but that was, Van Dijk shouldn't have done what he did. Fuck it, he did it. But McAllister now, bro, he didn't, like, he let Caicedo basically have a crack. Like, I was thinking in my head, like, get tighter, bro, just put a challenge in. Just put your body
Van
in.
Dijk?
McAllister.
Oh, McAllister.
Yeah, he, like, basically let Caicedo have space and crack a shot. And it was like, why? Why aren't you, like... Why? He just let him have the space, and then there was another moment where someone brushed by him, and it was just like, bro, like, McAllister, man, this isn't... There's issues, bro. So that, and then the second goal, to be honest, the second goal was more Slot's fault. Some people will put it on Robertson, and some people will kind of put it on Szoboszlai, because that's where the error started. And I always go, like, to me, the fuck up is where it started. Like, if you fucked up that turned over possession, it's kind of your fault, the goal, to me. So, like, there was one point where Szoboszlai, he let... Who's Gittins is his name, who came from Dortmund? Is that his name? He let him, like, come inside. Yeah. And he's right-footed. Yeah. So it was like, and I knew this was like schoolboy shit, because I was thinking, you've got to push him to the outside on his left foot. You have to. Like, it's like 90th minute. We just had a warning, because Enzo Fernandez just hit the post and the back post. He just hit the post like 2 minutes before. So you're like professional. You just got warned, bro. So like, you've got to push this guy to his left foot on the outside and make him have to do some next left foot cross that will probably go off for a goal kick. That's like the IQ. But he Szoboszlai let him come inside. Now, I don't really blame Szoboszlai because he's not got that fullback experience, so that's a little bit on Slot. But he comes inside anyway, and when shit starts happening, someone puts the ball in, some people may blame Robertson because he was a little bit too late. To me, Robertson was trying to intercept the ball, but he should have just gone straight to Esteval, in my opinion. However you want to chop it up. But yeah, it started there where Szoboszlai allowed that Gittins. Just think about this, if you do see the highlights, he allowed that Gittins to go inside. He shouldn't have done that. Give him all of the side on the touchline, bro, and completely block the inside and make him force a left foot cross. Force him to do that, bro. That's like... Those are tactics, and I was thinking that in a moment, and as a defender, like, because I play fullback these days, I would have done that, but yeah, it's just things like that, but whatever, man, it's moments, and there's little moments, there was even moments where it looked like we were going to win, bro, like, once we got that goal, 1-1, the momentum was on our side, and so it was for about 10 minutes.
Back and forth, yeah.
Yeah, it was back and forth.
That was a great game.
Yeah, the second half. The first half weren't really, but the second half was amazing. Yeah. And man, the better team won, bro. The better team won. Great performance by Caicedo. Yeah. And great performance on Garnacho as well, bro. Little Man U boy did a number on us a little bit, so you just got to take that on the chin. McAllister, you need to look at Fernandez though as an Argentinian and be like. Where's your pride? Because where's your pride though? A little bit, because he played cold, and the other little Argentinian boys did their thing, bro, in front of you, and it's like you didn't play well, bro. So you need to now when you go international break, they can dub you up, and you need to know it's true. They can dub you up and make jokes, and you have to take that on the chest, and you need to bring that with you. We needed this international break, though, big time. Yeah. Fucking hell, we needed it. Yeah. But yeah. That's like my thoughts on the game. I know it's a lot, but yeah, bruv, that's it. But I was thinking, have you got anything to share? I think we...
No.
Yeah, we injected it all. But I wanted to talk about my dark horse a little bit. Spurs, which I said from the jump, they're my dark horse this season, and they're kind of creeping up. They're third right now. So it's Arsenal, Liverpool, Tottenham, who are third. And no, man, I just respect the team. Mo Kudus, Xavi Simons. I think I still think they're the dark horse. They are in the Champions League as well. No offense, but it is looking like with Ange, wherever he goes isn't good. So because sorry, but Forest were cold last season, and now they look back to relegation type team. That's true though. And then Tottenham now look decent, but with him. So like maybe he was more him, That's how it looks to me. So yeah, bro. Like no, just big up. I know you never want to big up Tottenham, so I'll do it.
Tottenham might have been impressive this year. To be fair, like they have been impressive. To be fair, like I think, and I do like the manager Thomas Frank. Like he's a good man. Like just respectable, gets the job done. He's not. He doesn't like. He's not. He doesn't have to be the star and all of that. Like he just focuses on the work and gets it done. So, no, fair play. Like it depends what type of conversation we're having. Like they're doing well enough to like for people to even start saying dark horses for something bigger than Champions League. But yeah, like at this moment in time, it's just like fair play to them if they make the top 5, which I think.
But for me,
they're good for
mine is for top 4. That's
top
like
5,
my. Yeah, well, I guess top 5. Yeah, if it's top 5, then I guess everyone, including Chelsea, maybe will make it. Because I'm thinking Liverpool, City, Arsenal are definitely your 3. That's my 3. Is I think Arsenal, Liverpool, and City are definitely going to be that 3rd. And then the fight for 4th to me is between Chelsea and Tottenham, and I think Tottenham are the team that will get that edge. Like as what I said with the inconsistency thing with Chelsea. Like, trust me, they're not back. Like, they had a good game against us. Good game for them. Their defence is fucked.
So you think Tottenham are better than Chelsea?
Yes. Like, that's what I think this season. Not like overall, but this season, yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah,
and
I can see that.
And Palace, like...
Yeah, their unbeaten run just ended.
Yeah, it just ended, and I knew it weren't, but like it was. I knew it basically, it weren't, and I'm not bitter by them because I know they always beat Liverpool, but I knew they weren't. Like their unbeaten thing was gonna end, obviously. Like they're not about to go on no like invincible run.
Nah, I don't think anyone thought that, but I was wondering if they could do like a sneaky what Forest did last season, where they're sort of in those spots.
I don't even think they can do that personally, because they've got a good coach but they've lost too many players. Like soon Gahey, like the Gahey talk will come like later in this season. So like.
But if it's like a last hurrah for Gahey, he'll have a big season.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Hopefully he stays the whole. And I'm not just saying that because it's Liverpool that are after it. Well, that is half the reason, but. I would like Gahey just to see the season out with Palace, and you know, even if he goes on a free, because I just think he's just led them to so much success.
No, it's true. Like it'll be nice for it to all go as it should, like the right type of departure for him. But yeah, man. I just wanted to give Spurs a little shout out because I'm gonna, as I said at the top of the season. That's my dark horse. So whenever they're following what I predicted, I'm obviously gonna highlight it, man. So yeah, but no, good for them, innit? They're 3rd. And yeah, man. But next topic. Apparently we got a question. We got So I think we had a was it on YouTube?
Yeah, on the YouTube page.
Okay, yeah. Someone asked a question. What was their name?
So this name is mad hard to read, so honestly forgive me for so do you know what, I'm just gonna say 1885 because the name is a madness. But 1885 asked, and big up to you, what's your guys' top 5 Premier League greatest players, ?
Yeah, man, good question. I've never even thought about this before, to be honest.
Yeah, nor have I. And so yeah, he's saying greatest, not best.
Yeah, those are 2 different definitions for me, best and greatest.
Right.
So yeah, but you go first.
Yeah, I'll go. Alright. Goes without saying, Thierry Henry. This is in no particular order, although Henry would be number 1 regardless. But Thierry Henry is in mine. Cristiano Ronaldo. I've got to put Cristiano Ronaldo in there. Just the level he hit. While like during his moment, like time in this league was just I hadn't seen it before from a winger. I think that was really the start. Like obviously Pires was the first kind of goal scoring winger in this league, but Ronaldo was the first to start doing astronomical numbers. Like he took it to like which kind of made way for the Salahs and even though Hazard didn't quite hit those numbers, but Hazard you can consider him a goal scoring winger at his best. Mane, Sterling, like all of them. Like Ronaldo was the start of like wild numbers. So Ronaldo's in that. I can't leave out the highest goal scorer in Premier League history, which is Alan Shearer.
Okay. So who have we got so far?
Henry, Ronaldo, Shearer.
Okay.
And then when I'm thinking of greatest, I'm thinking of like obviously someone from that Man U. Like the class of '92 generation. Like I'm thinking between Scholes and Giggs just because of the amount of titles they won. Like it'd feel wrong to leave them out. But the problem with that is just
you've seen better quality. You feel
like. Not even that. It's just with let's say I'm thinking Scholes, right? With Scholes, when I think of the debate between him, Gerrard, and Lampard.
You put him third.
I'm not sure about third, but Gerrard is my favourite one between the three.
Yeah.
But without a Premier League title, I can't. I don't feel like I can put Gerrard in this when it comes to greatest Premier League players ever. Just because he hasn't won a title, it's just hard for me to put. Like even Shearer, it's not only the goals. People forget he won a title at Blackburn. He did the Vardy thing before Vardy. You know, like so. Even that's where his career differs to Kane a bit, where it's like Shearer does have everything above Kane in terms of he actually won the trophy. Then he did his trophyless spell at Newcastle. His Newcastle was Kane's Tottenham, but he already did that at the start of his career. Like it's kind of like what we're saying in NBA, how like SGA now his legacy's set. SGA did what Derrick Rose didn't do, where you got that title win in your MVP season. You did everything, and like if you went on to have like 10 bad years, you're probably still Hall of Fame based off that one. See, like Shearer invested all of that in his early years, and then he just went to Newcastle and did his Kane at Tottenham, which just scored mad loads of goals. So yeah, Shearer's in there. Is that me at 4 now?
No, so you said Henry, Ronaldo, Shearer.
Oh yeah, then I'm debating the midfield. Do you know what?
Do you want to? Because I think I got mine, to be honest.
No. I'm gonna go Giggs.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Giggs because I think he's up there as like most appearances ever in the Premier League. He was part of all those title winning teams. He was just consistent. Even the way he revolutionised his game when he became a centre midfielder, when he lost his legs on the wings, like he really was the true longevity king. Like with Scholes as well. Scholes went and then came back. Giggs was there the whole time. Like Giggs, like alongside Fergie, like he stayed with Fergie right till the end. So I'm gonna put Giggs in there out of respect. He's not anywhere near like one of my favorite. Like personally, I think Salah's like I would prefer to put Salah in above Giggs, but greatest, like you're saying, I use that term literally. So I'll put Giggs in there, and then if I want to put a midfielder, I'm gonna go Vieira because Vieira for me is. Like people forget, like people align Vieira and Henry so much together, but forget Vieira actually was here before. Vieira won a title before Henry got here. So like
with Tony Adams and that.
Adams and him and Anelka were like Wenger's like
French.
Franchise players. Like they were the one his defining, like to define his era, but more Vieira because Vieira stayed and then he became the captain of the club. And like Vieira has 3 titles for an Arsenal team that were like trying to basically overcome Man U's dominance. And like he was the one that broke that up, and like he went to war with Roy Keane.
Yeah.
Like he was like the mantelpiece, like in terms of, okay, we're ready to war with these guys. I'm gonna pick out their biggest warrior, Roy Keane, go head to head with him. And I remember when those two were talking, they said something about the winner of that fixture usually depends on who wins that battle.
Yeah.
And like people forget as well. Vieira went to in 2002. Vieira went to Old Trafford with Bergkamp injured and Henry out, and brought the title back home. Like that is legacy.
Yeah.
Like that's big time stuff.
Yeah.
You went there without your two main man, and you put in that performance and brought the title home, won it at their ground. That's one of the greatest shit we've ever seen. So yeah, man.
So
like
that's your 5. No
that's
order
my 5.
as well.
No order. No.
So for me, my 5 is Gerrard, Henry.
Stay on Gerrard then. So let's stay on Gerrard for a bit. So
let me name them first, and then I'll go into all of that after. I think.
Alright.
For like each point, so because I don't want to forget any. So Gerrard, Henry, Scholes. I'm gonna put KDB in there. Like I know that might seem a little bit, but just 4 in a row. Like I've just got to put you in there as a piece. Plus I do think City will fall off now. So yeah, I'm gonna put him in there. So yeah, so I said Gerrard, Scholes,
KDB,
Henry, and then I think of the 5th. But now, so you want to ask me about Gerrard?
Do you know what the KDB thing now? That's interesting. He missed one of those seasons, a full season.
Oh yeah, true.
Like he was injured the whole season. I don't know if that was in the 4 in a row or one of the previous, like just before you man won it. It was one of those seasons he missed, and it showed that City are kind of fine without him. Like,
yeah, true. Yeah.
But I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, it's interesting for him. It is an interesting thing, to be fair. You know what? Maybe instead of KDB, I might put Aguero, who was always second, but everyone else like ditched the thing. Like he's the only one who was loyal to the league, in my opinion, and that's the only reason why I put him in there. Like Suarez was better, Van Persie was better. Like all the other option strikers were better, but he stayed in the Prem. They all went and moved on to try and do, which is and
so he's above Shearer for you.
And Shearer, did I not say Shearer?
No, you still have one more space.
Yeah, so Shearer. So take out
Aguero or KDB.
Yeah, take out KDB, Aguero instead, because just so like he represents Man City to me in terms of all of those titles they've won. They're good times. Obviously, Haaland's coming at the end a little bit. Aguero is like if I'm honest, Man City being a team to being an actual threat is like a big thing in the Premier League that happened. Maybe you can say 10, 20 years, 10, maybe 15 years after it started. 92 to 2002 to 2012-ish, you can say.
I want to ask this guy
it's getting too much though. Like.
I want to ask this guy something,
Yeah, but
because last season Salah's name was getting put into. I'm wondering, is recency bias coming into your decision with that? Because don't forget Salah's was in sharing sentences with
two Prems.
I know, but you lot were putting him in sentences with Henry last season.
Like a lot of other Liverpool fans were, I weren't, so I'm not about to entertain this conversation because I weren't putting him in.
We had one debate though.
With Henry.
We had one debate.
Probably I was pulling your leg, but like I would never put Salah in the same tier as Henry ever. To be honest,
I do wonder if Salah would have been put in your top 5 if we asked this question in the summer rather than this season. I just wonder. I just wonder.
Yeah, probably not, to be honest. For me, my 5 is Gerrard, Henry, Shearer, Scholes, and I said Aguero. Yeah, Aguero.
So why is Gerrard without a Premier League title?
So Gerrard without a Premier League title to me has been the best centre mid in Premier League, with or without a title. Just if you watch the games and you watch Match of the Day and you've spent your life watching it, he's definitely been the best midfielder out of everyone. That's
even after
since '92. From '92 to this point to today, the best midfielder who's been in the Premier League has been Gerrard for the most consistent basis, in my opinion.
But at the start,
without the league.
At the start, you clarified it's not best, it's greatest. So how is he still? Because
to me, being able to if we're talking Premier League, a lot of great for me is the longevity. Like me seeing you always here, like you're like furniture almost. Like almost, that's why Suarez has had the best season as a striker I've ever seen in the Premier League. But he only did it one season and kind of bounced on that. But if you kind of have longevity of always, you don't need to win that trophy, but I've just seen so many screamers. We've so many Gerrards, there's just so many we can't, to me, we're playing ourselves. He's in there. Gerrard.
I don't think it's a crime to leave Gerrard out.
Yeah, fair enough. It's a matter of opinion. Obviously, as a Liverpool fan, my emotions are a bit stronger towards it.
A lot of the things that makes Gerrard's legend is also Istanbul and stuff. This ain't career legacy. It's Premier League and even the FA Cup moment. And I'm not saying he hasn't had moments in the Prem, but you take those away, and the career isn't as momentous as it's without those two outside Premier League moments.
But if you take if you want to take Scholes and Lampard and look at who they had around them, and they're
but Gerrard
we do understand that he has played in Liverpool's worst scenes in their history.
But he didn't do anything with any of those worst teams in the Prem.
When
you say he won with bums, he won the Champions League with bums, I'll give him that.
Yeah.
He won the FA Cup with bums. In the Prem, whenever he competed, it was a damn good team. It was when you competed in 08, 09, Alonso, Mascherano, Torres, Hippier at the back, that was a good team.
Yeah.
13-14 Suarez was unbelievable. When he has competed for the league, he's had good teams. When they haven't had good teams, he's not done shit in the league. So no, I wouldn't say not done shit.
Yeah, I'm still gonna put him in. For me, I guess you said with Shearer he won that one.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're trying to say Gerrard to you is kind of like a Kane, or I don't know if that's kind of the argument you're trying to make.
I wouldn't disrespect him like that because he has won trophies, but I just think with after we clarified what between greatest and best. I think putting Gerrard in is a bit of bias.
I think Gerrard's in there.
That's fair.
That's fair. And that's just my personal.
Yeah, that's fair. I just don't think it's criminal to leave him out.
No, it's not criminal. No, fair enough.
Because everyone in mine has got a title. Multiple, really. Besides Shearer, but then Shearer's got the other feat of being the top scorer. Yeah, top scorer ever. Yeah, but it is. But no, big up 1885 for that question.
Well. I've never thought about that. But and Aguero just pure man, and just a shift. If you look at Man City in the shift, I do associate a lot of it with Aguero, so I'm going to put him in there. Then I think Henry, Shearer and Scholes are pretty self-explanatory, to be honest. It bitters me to have to put Scholes in there, but I said the reasons why last week. So
shout out to you, Lampard, though, because in this conversation he's getting lost, and it was very rare to see a midfielder score 20 goals from midfield.
Best penalty taker I've ever seen as well.
And don't forget Drogba, and it did. So I was thinking about this with the Gyökeres thing, right? Where I was thinking if we actually win the title with the striker thing being a flaw,
it'll be like Drogba a little bit.
Well, where's the goals going to come from? Because Drogba scored 10 goals in his first season in the Prem, and I remember him even saying he felt embarrassed that he finished 15 goals behind Henry. But Chelsea won the league off that season, and they were very good defensively. So I'm trying to reference back to where, but then you've got to cater for the fact Lampard was banging 20 goals from midfield, centre mid is crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Even though he had a very free role.
But people say centre mid, little bit.
It wasn't a 3 though.
He don't get twisted. He was deep, but he had Makelele and
Essien, for sure. He had a lot of
just get to be a captain.
He was very free role, but it's still from deep.
He's still impressive,
and he's not a forward.
Yeah, impressive for sure. Definitely. But we do try and jumble him into the midfield where the shit Gerrard was doing in terms of not just goals, because we do always just look at goals, but like everything Gerrard's doing, defensive work rate, like in the midfield, as well as attacking, like passing, assisting, like dictating games, box to box. Gerrard defines like box to box
for sure.
thing.
But when
then how's him being like coincided with great being in question is like if he defines box to box and like English style midfield, then he's got to be in the greatest to me. Like, but I get it. It's debatable. It's debatable.
it's debatable because there's no title. But the thing is, like, if you say if you had KDB and consider at the start,
I was bugging.
You actually think you're bugging?
I was bugging, yeah. I was quickly trying to think like of someone, and I was bugging. Like,
but would you say he's closer to your top 5 than Lampard is?
No.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, no, I was bugging.
I don't think it's wild though. Like KDB has been great.
Yeah, he's good, but I wouldn't put him higher than Lampard. I was bugging. A lot of that, yeah. A lot of the reason I do Aguero more, because a lot of this recent is more like Pep systems and like. And Haaland coming out and going mad, and like there was a season where he was injured the whole season. But if the system is the system, it don't matter that you're injured. And like Aguero's been like in all of the eras of City almost, kind of apart from this new Haaland one. But I think he's part of the not treble, but part of the four.
Yeah, I think part of the four.
Yeah, not part of the treble, but he's part of the four. So yeah, like the treble was amazing, but at the same time, it's like it's not that amazing because like
plus it's
just AP as shit.
Yeah, plus it's a Premier League question, so
it's a what Premier League
question, so
yeah.
That's why I'm not including the treble.
Yeah, exactly. But that's my 5, man. And so Shibs is 5. Let's quickly run it again. So your 5 is
Henry, Ronaldo, Shearer, Vieira and Giggs.
Yeah. And my 5 is Gerrard, Henry, Scholes, Shearer, and Aguero.
Is it criminal we left Rooney out of these?
Maybe I didn't put I'm not putting bare Man U man in mine, and like I know like people are gonna be like, oh, that's not objective and sorry, like that's mine, and I'm just not putting bare like Man U guys in. And then we had that debate
I was thinking that
last week.
I didn't even really want to do the Giggs thing like after Ronaldo, but then. I just thought it's a greatest Premier League, like someone that was just racking them up, like and stopping us from winning it. I kind of got to put 1 in.
Yeah.
I'm not about to. Like whole class of '92. And that.
Yeah.
That's why
Ronaldo and Giggs.
That's what I'm saying.
And you'll think of Rooney as well.
No.
That's the reason. Man, to be honest, like if he stayed.
Oh wait, did Ronaldo not make yours?
No, he didn't make mine. And I know you're probably thinking, what the heck? But no, he didn't make mine, bro. I'm not even like.
I put Ronaldo in mine because the thing he said with the thing you said with the Suarez, is what I saw with Ronaldo. But he won He won like a 3-peat. So he's done the Suarez thing with the titles. Like that's why I put Ronaldo. Like even though it's more best. I just can't look past that level of greatness.
No, I get it.
And you won a Ballon d'Or while in the league, you know, so...
Yeah, I get it with Ronaldo. Like, that season was absolutely amazing. Like, that 40-goal season or something was amazing. Even that one, as a Liverpool fan, I kind of, like, was like, I do kind of rate this guy a little bit. That's when he first did the, like, free kick stance.
Yeah.
I think that was the first season he did it. And I was kind of, I was young back then, and I was kind of gassed a little bit by that. But I can't even, like, even when he was a Man U player, I couldn't even lie. Like, I was kind of gassed by it. So, like, I get it. But he ended up leaving, and, like, I just don't put him there. Like, everyone I put in for mine has done, like, maybe 10 seasons, you know what I mean? So, like I think Aguero's done bare, Gerrard's done hella seasons, Henry's done, or at least like 7 or 8 or something. Scholes has done, so that's like Shearer. So in mine, that's a lot of it is longevity. Like longevity, you stay, you become furniture, and that's like what I consider like a bit more great, you know what I'm saying? As well as obviously performing as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. But yeah, man, I think that's it for the week. Yeah, bro, international break coming up. So yeah, got a nice little break. Liverpool needed this break. How do you feel? You're probably annoyed about the international break as always.
Yeah, a tiny bit, but with a couple of injuries, I think it's well needed to.
Okay,
so,
fair enough. So yeah,
big up the lads.
So yeah, man, feels like everyone needs this break. And when we come back, there's that Champions League's gonna get intense. I think this is the last international break of the year.
Yeah.
So December, so when we come back,
this when the season,
not a joke.
this when the season gets serious.
Yeah, it gets serious. So yeah, it's the business end of the season coming up now. So yeah, man, we need this break and we need to get it together, bro. But Arsenal, they're at the top. It's theirs to lose. It's theirs. They're at the top. It's theirs to lose.
Let's keep going, lads. Let's keep going.
It's down to them now, bro. So yeah, that's it, man.
Peace.